Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 6 ideas I have on how to save for a large item if you're broke or you're on a lower income. Let me get started. I think many times folks end up going into debt. Either they have to place it on a charge cord or they may also have to borrow money from family because they go and they don't have money for a larger item that is a need. And we can just use any kind of item. We'll say a water heater. Or maybe they really need a computer for work to be able to do some of their assignments and their computer dies, but they don't have money to replace it. I'm going to talk to you about 6 ideas I have for anyone of actually any income, but this is especially good for folks that are on a lower income. The first idea that I have is we're just going to pretend it's a computer and you actually really do need it to do some of your work. First thing is to research and see. Number 1, can you get the computer fixed? Is it possible to just get it cleaned out where it might only cost you $100, $125 and it might buy you some life using that computer? Do some research. See if you can buy a refurbished cheaper. This is just an example. But do your research to find out what are all your options. Do you have to purchase something new? Can you borrow this item depending what it is? So look at that first and do due diligence on that. Number 2, let's say you do really need to buy a newer computer. Like I said, I'm just using this as an example. You could use this on any item. Figure out what it's going to cost you. So let's say that the computer that you feel is best for your work is $700. So figure out what it's going to cost you to get that computer. Number 3, and this is the first thing that I would do, reallocate your current budget and see if there's areas in that budget that are not absolute needs that you can maybe shave off, even if it's just for the time being. Let's say you budget $50 to go out to eat each month. Well, maybe you could forego that for the next 6 months so that you're able to put that $50 aside for that computer. So reallocate your budget first. Number 4, create a sinking fund. Now, you can either do this with cash, you could allot it in your current savings, you could open up a special savings, but create a sinking fund or a special savings account, however you choose to do it. Some people like a separate account. Some people don't like a separate account because it's too much to keep up with. As long as you have it written down somewhere that money is specifically for that item. So we'll say you're going to save $50 a month for that computer. You've cut out you're going out to eat for the next 6 months, so that's $50. So you're setting aside $100 a month. The next thing, and number 5 is my actual favorite. See if you can pick up a temporary, part-time side gig, side job, even if it's just for a little while, project, whether it's selling items, anything that you can do to make that extra money. So let's say you pick up some extra mystery shops and you're making an extra $100 a month with that. So you have $50 that you're saving from your regular check, which, because that's all you can come up with. $50 because you're no longer going out to eat, and $100 from any side job. You could be babysitting, selling items. Right there is $200 right there. So this means in less than 4 months, you'll be able to save that $700. I really like number 5 because I think the side hustles are so powerful in terms of being able to save money for that item. And number 6, when you do create that sinking fund, make sure you're paying it like a bill, that it has to be paid, that whatever you have to do, whether it's cutting back on something else, that you make sure to not let something come up in the way where you're setting aside that $50 each month. This way, in less than 4 months, you would have your money to pay for that new computer. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. If you had to save money for an item that you know is coming up. We'll say your computer's getting slow, and I'm just, like I said, using that as an example. And within the next maybe 4 to 5 months, you're really going to need to purchase this. You don't have money right out in your savings, and you don't want to wipe out what savings you do have. How would you save for that item? What suggestions do you have? We're all here to learn from each other. Let me know in the comments below, and then that way we can all read the comments and come up with even more ideas if this situation happens in our life. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.